All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wildcat Stadium. First home games here in Hector. Football season is here, and we're going to have a little bit of seventh grade and junior high football tonight. We are already semi underway out here right now, and Wildcats have the ball. This is seventh grade, and yeah, still trying to get into the swing of things, getting everything set up and ready to go, and everything going when it's supposed to be time. So, apologize for a little bit of the delay. We are down to about 16 and a half minutes. I think they're going to run like two 20-minute halves here in this seventh grade game. And we got number 7. Blaine Taylor for the Wildcats, making a pretty good run there. Oh, sorry about the bounciness. I have to remember how the tripod works. Last time I was on the air, it was in Atkins for that benefit game, and they nearly gave me enough time to kind of think to myself, maybe I want to get done doing this, but no, I enjoy it. I'm not going anywhere, so. I think as far as seventh grade goes, I'm just going to control the camera and let y'all just watch, and we will I'll be back on the air when junior high gets going with commentary. So we'll keep the camera on it, and y'all enjoy. Okay, just saw in the Facebook chat. Sorry, Jamie, I did not. I didn't know you were watching. I did not know that you were making a trip to Fayetteville to get Caleb. So, okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and y'all will listen to me. So, Wildcats, if you haven't been able to take a look at the screen, Jamie, Wildcats are leading 6-0. This is the seventh grade crew. And we're down to about 6 minutes left here in this first half, whatever. And Wildcat offense kind of stalled there on that last drive. They're going to turn it back over to the Mustangs. And as we did a lot last year, we are also live over on YouTube. So anybody that is interested in that side of things, feel free to go over there and watch over there. All we ask is that you keep the chat clean. And I don't really take too much time to look at it most of the time. But Perryville now will take possession. 1st and 10. Quarterback just going to keep it himself. He's going to get brought down pretty quick. For a short gain, about 2 yards on the play. Get my roster up here so I can see what I'm dealing with. No roster for Perryville, so Perryville fans, if you're watching, if you happen to be here, it's not that I'm trying to shortchange anybody. I just don't have any names for your kids. So, man in motion, quarterback takes a snap. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. That'll bring up a third down for the Mustangs now. Ball is at the 38. If you are just able to listen, not able to see the screen, try to do this kind of like they do radio. Perryville moving from the left to the right on your radio. Like I said, third down. Man goes in motion. Quarterback takes a snap. He's going to let the pass fly, and it's going to be incomplete once again. And that's going to bring up a fourth down now for the Mustangs. So the 7th grade Wildcat offense is going to make their way back out on the field. They'll get ready for another drive. As always on Thursday nights, coming up after this one, we will have a little bit of a break, and around 7 o'clock, junior highs will take the field and get their season underway. First and 10 Wildcats. Handoff goes to number 7, Blaine Taylor. And he'll pick up a good chunk of yards, probably looks like about 9 on that run. So second down and 1. Got another handoff now to Blaine Taylor. He's going to get the first down. He's still on his feet. A couple of different Mustangs trying to bring him down. Finally, a third one gets in on it, but only after Blaine made a good run. Shed 2 or 3 tacklers, like I said. Good, strong run. It's another first down for the Wildcats. As we are getting down to about a minute left here. And the pass is going to fall incomplete. Sitting here trying to get a look at, I think they're stopping the clock at 57 seconds. We'll take a look. I think there's a number here that I cannot account for. Number 15, that's our quarterback. He's going to air it out. He's going to miss his intended target. He's looking for number 10 there, Carson Curtis. Overshot it just a little bit. Excuse me. Sometimes, you have these little weird sounds that come out of not really burps or nothing. I don't have the burps, but it's like just a little bit of a air pocket escaped my throat there for just a second. So 3rd down and 10 for the Wildcats. He's going to pump like he's going to throw it. He's going to get the pass out, and he's looking for Curtis there. Threw it into triple coverage. Luckily, Perryville was not able to get a hold of it. So the other day, or a couple weeks ago at Atkins, the situation with this other camera that I use was that the color was a little bit messed up on it. Well, now since I don't have it on a tripod, I'm letting it sit on its base. It looks a little bit crooked, and don't know. I guess it's the boards and stuff here on this windowsill here at Hector. It just looks a little bit off track. So that'll be a wide shot. I'll keep this camera up for everything else. So my clock says 36 seconds. The stadium clock says 44. I'll let it get rolling again before I turn mine back on. 1st and 10, Perryville. There we go. Perryville Mustangs able to get a couple of yards on that run. It's like about a 2nd down and 8. Man in motion, quarterback to get the snap. Looking around, he's finally going to give it up. Tries to get a pass out to number 1 there, and it falls incomplete. 4 seconds left, and my clock ticks down to zeros. But 4 seconds left. Perryville will get one more play before the little intermission time. Looking to try to pass, and that one's going to get stopped quickly. Wildcats able to pounce on that one pretty quick, like I said. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. Wildcats find themselves ahead 6-0 at the end of that first 20-minute half. Both teams will go to their different ends of the field and take a little bit of a break. Coach Freeman coming up the stairs behind me. Looks like they put about 5 minutes on the clock. We're down to about 4.5. So I'm going to kick it out to a real short break, and we'll be back with the second half here in just a moment. All right, welcome back to Hector. Getting ready for the second half of 7th grade football. Coming up, like I said, here in a little bit later, we will have junior high. And good first, like I said, kind of a low-scoring first half there. 7th grade Wildcats getting one touchdown on the board. Good defense, though, keeping Perryville out of the end zone. And we're getting ready to get the second half rolling. Wildcats made their way back out. Here come the Mustangs. Let me get my clock reset here. Not 2 minutes. We're going to have 20 minutes. And it will be Mustangs with the ball here to start this off. No, wait a minute. Nope, it's going to be Wildcats. Never mind. They hadn't changed the stuff on the board out there for me. Yeah, Mustangs had it before the end of the first half. So y'all just have to bear with me. I'm still trying to get everything together here. First and 10, Wildcats. Handoff goes to, looks like number 18. That is Easton Pruitt. Not to be confused with Wesley, as we mistakenly called out several times, or as I mistakenly called out several times during that benefit game with Atkins. Like a second down, about 6, and Pruitt going to go on the move. He's still on his feet. Takes off down this near sideline, and Easton Pruitt marches into the end zone for a Wildcat touchdown. Good run by Pruitt. Tacks on another 6 for the Wildcats. It's about 18 minutes. I think mine is a little bit, about 10 seconds behind. So we're down to about 18:20. And the Wildcats are going to go for 2. Handoff. Goes to number 7, Blaine Taylor. And he's not going to make it. So your score is going to stay 12-0. But like I said, good job by Easton Pruitt, keeping his concentration, shedding some tacklers there, and making his way down the sideline for that touchdown. Well, being told that that's not Easton Pruitt. This is the roster. They never hardly give me one that's just 7th grade. So do they have one that's straight up 7th grade? Well, Jimmy Stroud. Okay, so somebody's giving me some bad information. We'll get it together eventually. Go out there to the ticket booth at some point if you could and see if Jimmy's got an accurate one. Yeah. Yeah, don't know. Like I said, I'm sitting here. Usually the roster that they give me has all the 7th graders and, junior highs all together, and this time it didn't. So, yeah, once again, I'm calling out the wrong names. Y'all get ready to fire me before it's over with. Perryville ball now. And we're going to have a good run by the Mustangs. Finally, Wildcat going to take him out of bounds. Perryville ball now. And we're going to have a good run by the Mustangs. Finally, Wildcat going to take him out of bounds. Wait until we can get a roster. Okay, well, Daryl Hunt informing me that kids have swapped some jerseys around a little bit, and so there is not an accurate 7th grade roster. So my apologies. Like I said, this is yeah. So you'll hear me call out Easton and them later on in that junior high game. But right now, that is not accurate. Wildcats able to stop that Perryville Mustang drive. They will get the ball back. I'll tell you what, I think sometimes people try to put me in bad situations a little bit. No, I'm just that's just a joke. I love Jimmy Stroud to death. He's usually the one that gets the rosters all situated and together. I guess he did not have a 7th grade roster, and I just looked at it wrong. Got a pass for the Wildcats. Number 7 down here. I should call out his name. Pass was complete. He stood up. He kept standing on his feet there for a good bit while he had some Mustangs wrapped around him, trying to bring him down. We're down to about 13:40. It's about straight up 10 seconds difference between my clock and the clock here in the stadium. Good run. And it looks like he's close to the first down. If they didn't give it to him. They're going to – that's kind of a weird spot, but they're going to say he's about a yard short. Looked like he'd stretched out enough to get the first. And Wildcats able to make the Mustangs jump. So there'll be a flag on the play. And Wildcats will move the ball up 5 yards. That'll be the automatic first down. So 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. And still on his feet. Finally going to be brought down after a good gain. 10. Handoff up the middle. And still on his feet. Finally going to be brought down after a brings up another first down for the Wildcats. Let's see if they can get some more points here on this drive. Pass is intercepted. And this Mustang is off to the races. And there are no Wildcats in sight. Perryville is going to get on the board with a touchdown. It looked like a pretty good pass, but Perryville had a man out there snatch it out of the air and run it back for 6. Yeah, that's the other camera right there. But the problem that I have with it is that the color it's like it's washed bad. I don't know what it is. I think it's more of an indoor. I think that's an indoor, and I should have got a. Yeah, it's primary use is basketball. So I don't know if I can see. Might not be too bad. If I can just get it in the right position. Yeah, it's a little bit dark. It don't look terrible, but Wildcats able to keep Perryville out of the end zone on that 2-point attempt. So the score will remain 12-6. And like I said, it looks a little bit dark, looks a little bit awkward. So we're just going to switch back to this other one. It's like daylight and dark. I have not had any chances to hardly get out and test it in the high, light atmosphere. So Wildcats going to get the ball back here, go back on offense. Handoff. Not a whole lot happening on that one. Oh, okay. Julie getting some names out there. Rylan Weigel, Emily. Okay, that would make sense. Being the Pee Wee group that has moved up. Yeah. Appreciate you, Julie. Renee Dixon, is that a snake I see out there? God, I hope not, because that one getting inside the building today kind of freaked me out a little bit. How that was able to happen is anybody's guess. Big props to Tanner Keeling there for helping get that shoveled out. Him and my partner in the IT room, Caleb Hillis, helping get that snake outside and out of the high school foyer. But don't let Renee try to tell you that she was doing anything brave. I actually accused her of jumping up onto that windowsill there in the office and climbing in through the window to get away from it. Got a run here. We got flags on the play, so this one's probably going to be coming back. Yeah, lots of laundry back here. You can kind of make them out there. Anybody that knows me well enough knows that I'm not messing with snakes. It don't matter what type they are. I don't care if they're harmless. This one was pretty agitated. It was striking at things, so I really didn't want to mess with it. I think it actually just turned out to be kind of a rat snake or something. But So, like I said, flags on the play, brings the Wildcats back. And it looks like they're going to be backed up 10 yards on that penalty. So, 3rd and 20. 3rd and long. As we're down to about 5:50. Good pass and catch. Now, let me see if I can. Number 11, Silex Watts. Okay. Like I said, y'all have to forgive me. It seems like an eternity ago that I did Pee Wee games. So, and then, it only makes sense that they would move them up and be playing as part of 7th grade. Wildcats will be held off there by the Mustangs, and possession will go back to Perryville. 4:45. Wildcats holding on to a 6-point lead. Yeah, so like I said, Julie Richardson, give me some names. Number 18, Rylan Weigel. Number 3, Emmeline Myers. Number 11, Silex Watts. Number 7, Trevor White. Number 9, Jeremiah Duval. Figure Riker Emerson is out there somewhere. Don't know exactly what number. Julie says she thinks it's number 10. And she said she'll get on them to get me an accurate roster. I appreciate you. Mustangs will pick up a couple on that run. Brings up 2nd down and 8. Mustangs keep it on the ground, pick up another 3 or 4 yards. They're going to give them 3, so they got about a 3rd down and 5. And this big old boy is not wanting to be brought down very easily. Finally, he's going to get swarmed by several Wildcats. Finally brought down, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Perryville may be on the run, trying to make this one interesting right here before the clock expires. Right at midfield, a yard into Wildcat territory. Quarterback dumps it off, and Wildcats there to shut that one down. Second down 9, and we're going to have another run. Now, this big kid from Perryville, he's going to get himself another 1st down. Number 15 out there, the Mustang fans. I believe he's the one that they put out there last year late and just handed it off to him over and over again. I may be wrong, though. That may have been in the actual junior high game. So we are down to a minute and 18 left, and we've got a timeout. After that timeout, it's going to be 1st and 10, Perryville. And Mustang on the loose. No, he gets, Silex Watts ran up alongside him, got a hold of his shoulder, and yeah, Daryl's motioning. Possibly could have been a horse collar call if anybody wanted to make it. They're not. Perryville, number 15 again. The handoff there. Wildcats are going to bring him down quick on that one. And we're going to have more whistles. Timeout by the Mustangs. 47 seconds left. Like I said, they are trying to make this one interesting right here at the end. Seth Aiken says, Bryson said number 18 is Rylan Weigel. Yeah, that's that matches what Julie told me earlier. So appreciate y'all for trying to give me some names. I hate that I messed that up again, but I wouldn't be me if I didn't. It's always a little bumpy getting started. Yeah, that camera just isn't it today. Probably is not going to be it for the season. I may just need to pull that one out of the box and let it sit till basketball comes around. That just makes it look like it's night. Third down. Mustangs, 15. He's going to get as many as he wants. And I think we're going to have another timeout to stop the clock. Oh, clock started back up on me. Another 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Another little pitch off to the side. 15 is going to take the shot with a pass, and it's going to be incomplete. Clock stops at 29 seconds. And Perryville's looking at a 2nd down and 10. Chad, Brittany Henderson. I think 55 is Jackson Hankins. Appreciate that. Said we'll get ourselves a accurate 7th grade roster eventually. Do a better job with all this name and number. Get a couple other guys up here to put on the headset and let me just run the computer. We'll all be better off. Perryville looking for a pass. They're going to find a man out in the end zone, and they're going to get it for a touchdown. Perryville ties this game up. Crud. Messed up. Reset. 12-12. And Perryville looks like they're going to go for 2. Oh, ball's loose. Wildcats trying to swarm on it. Passes away, but we also got a flag back here in the back. To see what this is all about. holding by Perryville. So score will remain 12-12 with officially 23 seconds left. Wildcats will have 23 seconds. Try to make something happen. We can get another good long run by Rylan Weigel. Instead, it's going to be Trevor White. And we're down to 7 seconds left. No, they ran it down to 4. What are we doing? Well, there's 4 seconds on the clock, but they're sending the players to midfield. I guess they're going to say that the clock time did expire. So, and being non-conference as it is, tie is what you get. They don't worry about play until someone wins. So that will do it for the 7th grade matchup tonight. 12-12 tie, not a bad game. 7th grade group, y'all were paying attention a lot last year with Pee Wee. Ended up finishing up their season as the champions of the Pee Wee cycle or whatever for this area. So expecting big things out of them this season. And but like I said, also we coming up next we will have the junior high group. Coach Cooper's got to be proud of the group he has out there. But like I said, the junior high game is going to start at about 7 o'clock. We got 37 minutes on the stadium clock out here, so we're going to cut it out to an extended break. Everybody go, like I told y'all before, go get you something to eat, go get you something to drink, and come on back and join us again here at 7 for the junior high side of this. Jacob Chronister in the chat says no OT. No, like I said, this is non-conference, so they don't worry about overtimes and things like that here in this one. So 12-12 tie is your final here in the 7th grade, and we will be back here after a while for junior high. Stay with us.
Every strong tree begins with a single seed, nurtured with care and rooted in stability. Like your financial goals, growth takes time, patience, and the right environment to thrive. At Centennial Bank, we know what it takes to start with something small and grow it into something bigger. Plant your seeds today for a future that stands strong tomorrow. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
United Welding Institute of Arkansas provides training services for sought-after skills in the welding business, including oil fields, pipelines, refineries, and power plants. We understand the growing demand for experienced welders, and our trainers are proficient and equipped with the current know-hows in the welding industry. Since 2013, we devote our business into training and molding students to become full-fledged welders, as well as offering assistance to find job opportunities. United Welding Institute, where the next generation of welders are born.
At Chambers Bank, we believe banking should be anytime. Got a check? Scan it in the Chambers Bank app and you're done. Because anytime banking should always be anytime.
You go nowhere by accident. Wherever you go, God is sending you. Wherever you are, God has put you there. He has a purpose in which you are present. Christ who dwells in you has something He wants to do through you. You believe this and go in His grace, go in His love, and go in His power. You be the one.
All right, welcome back to Linton Stadium. We are about 5 minutes away from getting the junior high part of this night, opening night of high school football. And switch out to that other camera because it's still not quite right. Got the captains making their way out.
Your captains for tonight's action for the visiting Perryville Mustangs, number 13, Coben Glenn. Number 15, Christian Campbell. Number 64, Bryson Birdsong. And number 72, Blake Johnson. Your captains for your Hector Wildcats, number 54, Jacob Guerin. Number 18, Easton Pruitt. And number 2, Mason White.
If you couldn't hear that, number 54, Jacob Guerin. Number 18, and here we go. We got the correct roster now. Easton Pruitt and number 2, Mason White, the captains for the junior high Wildcats. Like I said, apologize for that confusion earlier, and hopefully before too long we will have a good, complete 7th grade roster to be able to call out the correct names. So the student section heading out, make their line. We're still waiting to see the results of the coin toss. Hector has won the toss and will receive. And the familiar tolling of the bells. Here come the junior high Wildcats.
2025 Hector Wildcat.
Always have to kind of chuckle a little bit or grin when the fact that they don't wait until the song really picks up to make their entrance. Kind of like a lot of things around here, and that just comes with timing.
Back deep for your Hector Wildcats, number 5, Clinton Parks.
Said number 5, Clinton Parks, will be back deep for the Wildcats.
Kicking for the Mustangs, number 13, Coben Glenn.
We're about ready to get this one going. Brenda Housley in the chat, back on to watch. Appreciate you being with us, Brenda. As always, glad you've made it back with us for another year. And here we go. Junior high football season is off and running, and the kick will go out of bounds. And we'll see where the Wildcats will start off from. Looks to be about the 35. Actually, no. Going to be at the 40.
Quarterback for tonight, Mark Dodson.
Mark Dodson, a couple of weeks ago at Atkins, we had several snaps fly over his head. I asked him about that today, and he said that they've hopefully got that sorted out. First play, going to be a run up the middle. Going to be good for about 4 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. Handoff. Up the middle to number 18, Easton Pruitt. He'll get another 3 yards there. Bring up a 3rd and 1.
Quarterback for the Wildcats tonight, number 8, Mark Dodson.
Dotson's going to hand off to Easton again, and Easton's not going to get very far on that one. Actually might have lost just a little bit. Not quite a full yard. Brings up a 4th down and 1. And there's going to be some movement on that line.
Will be an offsides penalty against the Mustangs.
And it's going to go against Perryville.
With that penalty, it will be good enough for Hector Wildcat. Early in the season, we'll work on it.
So that's going to give the Wildcats a 1st down. Clock kept on going. Supposed to be 6:22. Handoff goes to Easton Pruitt up the middle.
Okay, by number 18, Easton Pruitt. He's stopped on number 69.
He'll pick up about a little bit more than a yard. Still closer to about a 2nd down and 9 now. Handoff this time to Clinton Parks.
Okay, by number 5, Clinton Parks. He is stopped on number 1, Easton Pruitt.
And that's Wildcats gonna go backwards on that play. Gonna lose 1, 2, 3, about 4 yards. He's down a 3rd and 13. And Dodson is going to be brought down way back in the backfield. So the Wildcats looking at a very long 4th down now. Dodson's going to pass, and pass gets out to number 10, Carson Curtis, and he's going to get rocked on that hit.
That will be a turnover on downs.
And, yeah, Wildcats are going to turn that one over. It's going to be Perryville Mustang football. So 1st and 10, Perryville. Big run up the middle by the Mustangs. It's going to give them another first down. Carry's going to be by number 3.
And number 18, Easton Pruitt.
He'll pick up a couple on that run. Looking at a 2nd down and 8 now for the Mustangs. Quarterback going to cute himself, try to go up the middle with it. He's going to be met quickly by number 5, Clinton Parks.
Stop number 18, Easton Pruitt.
Well, we're going to give Easton some credit for that one too. Okay, there's Clinton.
39 for the Mustangs.
So a 3rd down and 9 now for the Mustangs. And we got some whistles before the play. Flag. Looks like a false start on Perryville. Back them up 5. $14 looking. He's going to finally get the pass away. And did he catch it? Yes, he did. Pass is complete. And he's going to be about 2 or 3 yards shy of the first down. And it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Perryville Mustangs.
4th down by 30 for the Mustangs.
And did the Wildcat defense hold? I believe they did. And they did. It will be a turnover on downs. Be Wildcat football. We're down to 1:40. Said you'll just have to bear with me. I'm trying to get my timing back down. And we're going to have flags. Again, offsides on the Mustangs. Bryson Aiken in the chat says Clinton goes by Huntley, by the way. Well, maybe if I could get another roster and it says that, I'll have to check. Dodson going to get a pass over to his right. I'll have to check. 2, Mason White. Dodson going to get a pass over to his right. Going to pick up a first down. This time Dodson's going to keep it himself. And he's going to get a pretty good run there.
Mark Dodson. He'll stop at number 1, Easton Ford.
Dodson's run will get him about 4 yards. Looking at a 2nd down and 6 now. Like I said, my clock is way out of time here. We're down to 10 seconds. Oh. I think the Wildcats are just going to wait the clock out and take this one to the 2nd quarter. Yeah, that's going to do it for the first. And like I said, y'all just bear with me. So when we come back from this little quarter change, it is going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Wildcats. Glad they got the speakers fixed up here on the press box. Back during the summer, they did a little bit of paint work up here on the old girl and cut some of the wires for the speakers. Had to get maintenance to come up here and tend to that. Now all we're waiting on is the huddle cam to be reinstalled. So 2nd down and 6 as we start the 2nd quarter play. Scoreless. Dodson gonna get the pass, tries the pass over to number 1, Tyree Stearns.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Wildcats from around 45-yard line.
Why am I only showing 2nd down and 6? I told it 3rd down. There we go. Dodson going to try another pass. That one's going to be caught, but not going very far.
He is starting number 14, Liam Farm. He's up 4th and about 7 for the Wildcats.
He's actually going to lose a yard on that. I'm going to say it's 4th down and 7 now. And Wildcats going to punt this one away. And it's going to roll down to about the 29. And that's where the Perryville Mustangs will take over, 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it up the middle.
Carry number 15, Ian Farnham.
A short gain. Well, I said short.
Brought down by number
I
54,
think he got
Hector
about
Wildcat.
4 yards on that one. Bring up a 2nd down and 6. Another handoff up the middle.
Carry number 3, Andrew Lord. His spell number 10, Carson
And
Harris.
Perryville's going to pick up the 1st down on that one.
Number 6, Levi Wood.
Get a quick pass over to the right. Number 1 for the Mustangs.
His spell number 10.
And looks like he'll get about 2 yards on that play. Second and 8. Pitch backwards. Number 3. He's going to get past 1st down mark and get a lot more on that. He'll get brought down. Looks like about the 33. And they'll get a 1st down. Quick pass. Able to make a man miss. But number 62, Joe Hunt, there to bring quick down pass. The receiver. Able to make a man miss after a 1 yard number. Good job by Joe Hunt. And they're going to say he was trying to get the pass out there, and it's going to be incomplete. So Mustangs looking at a 3rd down and 9 now. Wildcats able to get to the runner and bring him down for a loss. Good loss on that play. Good job by the defense. Clock did not start. Down to 4 minutes. So 4th down and about 16. And we're going to have a timeout by Perryville. Get down to 3:44. Stop the clock. tomorrow night we will make the trip out to Perryville for the senior high Perryville Mustangs and Hector Wildcats matchup. That one will start at 7 o'clock. And hopefully the internet situation will be all right out there. So it looks like the Mustangs are set to punt this one away and try to pin the Wildcats deep. And we're going to have a flag.
Will be a false start penalty against the Mustangs.
False start on Perryville. They'll back up another 5 yards. Skyward punt there. Drop. Coach is hollering for the Wildcats to get away from it. And we're going to drop down to about 3.5 minutes. Wildcats going to get the ball back. Like I said, 3 minutes and 30 seconds here in the second quarter. Right before half. Scoreless. And Wildcats are going to have it 1st and 10. And whistles again. We're going to have a flag on the play. Going to be a false start penalty against the Wildcats. Back up 5. So the 1st and 10 turns into a 1st and 15. Wildcats try to go up the middle.
Here, number 5, Clinton Parks.
Clinton Parks, or Huntley, as Brasson said in the chat. Like I said, not confirmed on that. I don't know. I think sometimes the kids try to punk me a little bit, so it makes me a little gun shy. Second down and about 11. And ball gets away from Mark Dotson. He's just going to have to lay down on it. And that's going to back the Wildcats up to about the 5. Third down and long. All right, and his mom in the chat says he does go by Huntley. All right, so I'll try to remember that.
Time now, Wildcats.
We're going to have a timeout by the Wildcats. 1 minute and 40 seconds left here in the second quarter. Here in the chat. Like I said, his mom came out here and said that he does go by Huntley. And Seth Aiken said he's not pulling your leg this time. All right, good to know. said I've had people tell me it was their birthdays and it actually wasn't. I've had people tell me that sometimes names were a little bit different when they actually weren't. But yeah, just trying to do my due diligence here. Coming up at halftime, we're going to have a word by new Booster Club. I don't know if she's the president. I don't know exactly what her title is, but Katie McAllister going to step up and put on the headset and tell you all a little bit about the initiatives that they're trying to get going with the newly formed Booster Club. So back from that timeout, like I said, 3rd down and very long for the Wildcats. Dodson hands it off.
Carry number 5, Tim Parks.
Number 5, Huntley Parks. Or is it Clinton Huntley, or is it Clinton Parks? Or is it Huntley Parks? Y'all fix me on that, okay?
Timeout Mustangs.
And we're going to have another timeout by Perryville. So somebody in the chat, get to it. Let me know. Oh man, like I said, y'all forgive me. I know it's a little bit rough. Haven't operated the camera in a while. It is Clinton Huntley Parks. He's went by Huntley though since he was born. All right. So 4th down coming up for Hector. Still a long ways to go. We're just going to get a punt here. And punt's going to take a pretty good roll. Mustang's going to field it and go on the move. Wildcat's going to get him out of bounds.
He has knocked that down. Number 64, Austin Hummer.
Hummer there to push the Mustang out of bounds. Looked like he could have got enough speed on him to have taken that one back to the end zone if he'd wanted to, but instead it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Pass is incomplete. Easton Ford.
Pass will fall incomplete. Bring up a 2nd down and 10 for Perryville. Back looking, gets the pass away, but he's going to be brought down quickly behind the sticks by Huntley.
Number 5, Clinton Parks.
Bring up a 3rd down and about 14. We're down to 30 seconds left before half. Quarterback gets hit as he throws. The pass is going to fall incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Perryville taking their time getting back to the line, getting their orders in from their coach. Handoff this time. And Wildcats able to bring runner down before he can get to the first down mark.
He is number 6, Levi Wood.
Clock did not run there. I got down to 10 seconds. And Perryville is going to take their final timeout of the half.
Timeout Mustangs.
And when they call for that timeout, like I said, our stadium clock did not kick in. It says 18 seconds left. Get that adjusted. Oh, am I gonna? Now it's back to 24 seconds. Okay. I think everybody's trying to get back into the swing of things here. So, first games here at Wildcat Stadium for the 2025 season. And referees are saying, let the clock roll. I don't get it. We were in timeout. So, clock will probably just tick on down to nothing. And we're going to take it to half, scoreless. And that's what we will do.
At the end of the first half, score Hector Wildcat 0, Perryville Mustangs 0.
So, yeah, like I said, nothing really happening here for either team. Both have gotten close, but and we got the cheerleaders getting ready to come out. But like I said, we're gonna put this headset on Katie McAllister and let her talk to y'all about the situation with the Booster Club. Welcome to Cat TV, Katie.
Thank you for having me.
So, okay, the new initiatives with the Booster Club this year. First off, your title. Are you president or what are you?
Well, not that titles are a big deal. I definitely don't want to make a big deal about that because I can't do it by myself.
Yes.
But yes, I've been asked to head this up, and also Lacey Colhorn and Faith McElhaney. And there's lots of other mamas that are stepping in to help take care of all these kiddos. So yeah, the number one thing that during football season especially, but moving into the other sports, we are doing a sponsorship Thursdays to feed the 7th grade and the junior high, the Pizza Shack here in town, to be able to support them locally. Mm-hmm. They have given us a really good deal. It's $225, and you get a shout out on Cat TV. We will give a shout out here at the games, and lots of attention on social media. So it's a great opportunity for businesses if they wanted to do a quick little, advertisement, or if there's families who just want to step in and meet a need. We actually have had a few already jump in on the sponsorship opportunities, and a couple have split the fees or split the amount. And so that's really great too. Anyway,
this week's sponsors for the food were
Yes.
the Headingas.
Yes, the Headinga family took care of our boys this week, and we appreciate her leading the way on that so much.
It's a good group of people, and if I have to say, really good boss. I enjoy it. I enjoy working for her.
She seems top notch.
She is.
That's awesome.
The cheerleaders are trying to get their music settled out here. Looks like they maybe finally got it. Is there anything else that you want to add to that?
Well, just two more things. We actually have a blanket fundraiser that we're doing. We've put that on our Facebook post, and there's a direct link to that shop. We have just 20-something days left to be able to put your order in for that. They'll be here sometime in November. Perfect timing for Christmas. All the proceeds go to Booster as well. We also have a team gear shop that we are doing through Victory Wear in Russellville. And it's open through the 17th, And you can go to our Facebook page as well and order T-shirts, hoodies. She's got lots of options with different designs, and all the proceeds go to Booster. Again, just trying to build up this fund so we can take care of these kiddos and meet some of their needs and maybe even a few wishes. So
that's
we
awesome.
Appreciate all the support.
It's good to have the Booster Club back in. We have had it in the last couple of years. It was a little bit diminished from what it has been in the past, but Kim Albee, God bless her, she did the best she could with what she had. And
we love her heart. She took care of these kids so well. She did, for sure.
So it looks like we got about a little bit under 12 minutes for halftime break. And Katie, appreciate you coming up here and telling us all about that. We'll try to have you on again sometime this season, let you discuss what kind of successes y'all have had, because I know they're going to have them.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, guys.
All right. That was Katie McAllister. And we're down to 11 and a half minutes. Going to kick it out to a quick break. We'll be back with you for the second half here shortly, right here on Cat TV.
At Chambers Bank, we believe banking should be anytime. Got a bill to pay? Pay one-time or recurring bills in the Chambers Bank app, because anytime banking should always be anytime.
United Welding Institute of Arkansas provides training services for sought-after skills in the welding business, including oil fields, pipelines, refineries, and power plants. We understand the growing demand for experienced welders, and our trainers are proficient and equipped with the current know-hows in the welding industry. Since 2013, we devote our business into training and molding students to become full-fledged welders, as well as offering assistance to find job opportunities. United Welding Institute, where the next generation of welders are born.
Every strong tree begins with a single seed, nurtured with care and rooted in stability. Like your financial goals, growth takes time, patience, and the right environment to thrive. At Centennial Bank, we know what it takes to start with something small and grow it into something bigger. Plant your seeds today for a future that stands strong tomorrow. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
You go nowhere by accident. Wherever you go, God is sending you. Wherever you are, God has put you there. He has a purpose in which you are present. Christ who dwells in you has something He wants to do through you. You believe this, and go in His grace, go in His love, and go in His power. You be the one.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium here in Hector, Arkansas. Getting ready for the second half. We've got about a minute and a half left until we're ready to get the second half rolling. Scoreless first half of play by both teams. Both have had chances, some big plays and had some opportunities, but it's like when one would get close, defense would hold for the other, and vice versa. So, like I said, scoreless after two, and we're going to see what happens here in the second half. Boys are out here stretching, getting ready. Perryville has made their way back out onto the field as well. If you missed it a little bit ago, 7th grade played to a 12-12 tie, and good job by both squads on that one. Nobody really just came out and outclassed the other in that one. So we're taking down the last remaining 20 seconds of halftime. Good to hear from Katie McAllister a little bit ago, talking about all the things that the Booster Club has got going. Newly reformed Booster Club, and like I said, I expect some really good things out of this group. We got some gals in there that they want to take care of these kids, and I know they will. And I will again apologize for some of the shoddy camera work. I'm just not used to doing it. Take some time off, and you got to get used to how everything's supposed to move again. So start off the second half. It will be Perryville Mustangs with the ball first.
Kicking for the Wildcats, number 30, Taylor Duval.
So let me see, number 30 out there going to be kicking for the Wildcats, Tanner Duval. I just feel like I can hear a hog call coming from the cheerleaders down here. And kick goes to number 13 for Perryville. I'm just going to kneel down on it. Okay, clock is running. So that's going to be behind. But anyway, we're going to have a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Pass out to the left. Wildcats trying to zone in on it. And they get the stop before too much damage is done. Looks like Perryville will pick up about 3 on that. Second down and 7 now. Pass out to the right this time. And first there to medium, look like to be number 8, Mark Dodson. Actually, no, maybe it was 18, Easton Pruitt. Could have been both. Mark met him in there first, and I think Easton went ahead and finished the play. I think Perryville got backed up maybe about a yard. Kind of a lateral pass. Incomplete.
4th down and 8 for the Mustangs.
So Mustangs looking at a 4th down and 8 now. Clock stopped at 6 minutes. I believe Mustangs are going to punt this one away. And we're going to have a flag before they do. False start on Perryville. So back up 5 yards. And we can try it again. This time the punt's away, and it's kind of low, and it's going to roll out of bounds. So a good defensive stand by the Wildcats, keeping Perryville from accomplishing too much. And with that, the Wildcats are going to have it at midfield. Dodson takes the snap, hands off, up the middle. Number 18, Easton Pruitt, picks up, looks about like 4 yards there. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. This time Dodson's going to keep it himself. He's not going to get too much. He's actually going to lose it about a yard on that one. And it'll bring the 3rd down. Dodson looking, gets the pass. Oh, man. Gets the pass over to number 10, Carson Curtis, but it just slides right through his hands. Slides through his arms, rather. Falls to the ground. Incomplete. So 4th down now. No, not 4th and goal, 4th down. And Wildcat's going to look to punt it away. And that one goes back a good ways. Good punt.
That punt is down.
We even said that it was down at the 4. So a very good punt. Good job of switching the field there by the Wildcats. Mustangs try to run it up the middle, and they get met quickly. And it looks like we had a little bit of shoving or something going on out there. Saw a Wildcat go flying after the whistle had been blown. So like 2nd down and about 8. Quarterback looking to throw. He gets the pass out, but it's going to fall incomplete. Had Carson Curtis down there to meet him, but we also got a flag back here.
I do not know what the call was.
There was several hand motions made by the white hat out there, and Scott Moore downstairs is as confused as I was. In the event the penalty goes against the Wildcats, and Perryville is going to get a first down out of it. So many different hand signals going on with that. Like I said, got a pass incomplete by the Mustangs on that first down. Easton Pruitt going to get credit for breaking up the pass there. Going to bring up a second down and 10 for the Mustangs. And I think we're going to have another flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start against the Mustangs. Backs them up 5. And now they'll have a second down and 15. Back looking around, finds a man. Number 13 gets the pass away. He's going to be brought down by number 10, Carson Curtis, for a pickup. Looking like a third down and about 6 or 7. Long pass on the way, and it is caught. Like I said, Garcia on that reception for the Mustangs. So Perryville worked themselves into a hole with a penalty there and then worked themselves back out of it. Now back to 1st and 10 at the 45. Quick pass out to the left for a pretty good gain. Like about 6 yards on that. Second down and 4. And we're going to have a timeout by the Wildcats.
Timeout by Wildcats.
Minute and 44 left here in the third. And nobody scores here. There'll be 3 scoreless quarters of football. Very different than the game we saw last year. Perryville was pretty well stocked up on talent last year on both the junior high and the senior high squad. And like I said earlier, we will see that senior high squad tomorrow night at their place. That game will be at 7 o'clock. And like I said, hopefully I've got either this device from the Huffmans or something that'll work just as good. Be able to get that game on tomorrow night from Perryville. Back from that timeout. 2nd down and 4 once again. And Perryville going to draw the Wildcats off sides.
Offsides penalty against the Wildcats.
And that's going to give Mustangs first down. First down, run up the middle. And for a pretty good gain again. This time, I think the runner's going to get him about 9 yards on that play and bring up a 2nd down and 1. And Wildcats trying to swarm and get in there, make the stop. And they will. There'll be no gain for the Mustangs. Stop was made by Pruitt and Tilley. And Mustangs looking at a 3rd down and 1. And I think it looks like he's going to get that one on the 3rd down. Chandler Gray will make the stop, but like I said, the Mustangs will get the first down. And we're down to 13 seconds left here in the 3rd. And Perryville may be content to just go ahead. Yep, they're 3, 2, 1. Yep, just going to let the time run out and take this one to the 4th quarter. Still scoreless after 3. Go through here and get my time reset. Not much going on over on the Facebook side of things in the chat. Over on the YouTube side, we had a few funny guys earlier. Took care of them. Jody Schmelter, I believe that's what that says, yeah. They did good. Thumbs up. Michelle Rader, go Wildcats. Grandma's watching Carson Curtis. Play to win. Amanda Crow says, go Wildcats. Appreciate y'all being on with us. 51 or 54, one of the two. I don't know which one is the accurate number over on the YouTube side of things watching. And 12 or 13 over on Facebook. Brenda Housley says, defense, boys. And it's been pretty much the name of the game for both teams tonight is some really good defense. No offensive fireworks going on in this one so far. Both teams with a few big plays, but it's the fourth quarter. Clock's rolling, and it's going to be short run up the middle. Actually, it's going to be going backwards for the Mustangs. They're going to lose about 3 yards on that play. Second down and 13 after getting knocked backwards. Good pursuit there by number 8. I was going to try to hit a replay there, but I wasn't on the right screen. So number 8, Mark Dotson there to stop that play. Quarterback had to get rid of it quick. So he'll go down as an incomplete pass. And the Mustangs are going to be looking at a third down and 13. Oop. Clock kept on rolling. Didn't mean for that to happen. 7:17 remaining. And before the play got started, we got flags. False start by Perryville. So from third down and 13 to third down and 18, Mustangs just going backwards. Both teams having their share of flags thrown against them tonight. And that's going to be picked off by, looks like number 18, Easton Pruitt. Pruitt going to try to get all the way, and he does. And that's going to be picked off by, looks like number 18, Easton Pruitt. Good job by Easton Pruitt. Going to try to get all the way, and he does. Interception and showing enough speed. Get back to the end zone. Wildcats on the board with 6. Well, the clock continuing to roll. 7:01. 7:01. Yeah, I'll just bump it up a minute. Maybe that'll be good enough. And Wildcats looking for the 2-point conversion. And they're going to get pushed back. Not going to happen. In any event, Wildcats, like I said, on the board after a good interception by Easton Pruitt. Run back for a touchdown. 6-0. Wildcats finally break into the point column after 3 quarters of 0-0. Good job by these boys. Like I said, defense has been the name of the game. And see if the Wildcat defense can come up with something else here on this next series for Perryville. Set to kick this one away. Good kick. Ball is going to be fielded. Number 27, Perryville. He's trying to find some open room, and it looks like he will. So, Mustangs run it back and get themselves on the board.
Touchdown Mustangs, number 22, Darius Duncan.
So basically back to the tie again. Six and 6 might as well be 0-0 once again. And we'll have to see what Perryville is going to try to do here on this extra point. And before the attempt, we're going to have a timeout by the Mustangs. Brenda Housley giving it kind of the, if you're familiar with Mr. Bill, the old cartoon back in the day, the oh no, you know. Yeah, not quite what you wanted to see after a big interception by Easton Pruitt, but that just happens. Perryville had a man find his way through the traffic and make it all the way down for the score. So 6-6, like I said, right now, pending the extra point attempt. Team's coming back out after that timeout. Let's see what Perryville decides to do. Yep, goes quarterback. He stretches across, and he makes it. 2-point conversion is good for the Mustangs. And looks like we got a shaking up Wildcat out there. Like number 20, Peyton Tillay. And I came up a little bit slow, but looks like he's all right. So just a few moments ago, both teams were sitting with goose eggs, and now, and after that, 6-6, and now Perryville with a 2-point advantage. .645 left here in the ball game. Kickoff is going to roll out of bounds. Looks like at about the 32 rather. They're going to move it up to the 35. First and 10 Wildcats. Try to see if they can get down the field and get them another score on the board. Handoff goes to number 5,
Table number 5, Clinton Park.
It's Huntley Parks.
He is starting number 56, Elijah Sampson.
A gain of about a yard, a little bit more than a yard. Second down and 9. Dodson fakes the handoff, and that one's going to be picked off. And ran back for another Perryville touchdown.
Touchdown, SA 21, Mr. Ford.
So 2 things back to back that you really just don't want to see when you're trying to keep a game close. The kickoff return for a score, and then just a few moments later, an interception run back for a score. Perryville now with a 14-6 lead over your Hector Wildcats. And Wildcats going to swarm in and bring down quarterback on this 2-point attempt. And so that will be no good. Score is going to stay 14-6. 5:58 left in the ball game. And I said, I'm not even going to say it again. Because the last time I said it, we had the interception. So, and, like Mark is he played a lot as the 7th grade quarterback. He's stepping into this role this year in the place of Hudson McAllister, and I'm sure that's not an easy task. Mark did pretty well for us as a 7th grade quarterback. He'll get there. Perryville getting ready to kick it back to the Wildcats. Nearly said Mustangs there, but back to the Wildcats. This time it's going to be fielded. Perryville player hit pretty hard, hit the ground, trying to make the play. I think he's all right though. This time Dodson's going to hand off, and it's not going to go very far. So it doesn't look like there's going to be much of, well, actually, they're going to move back just a bit, about a yard. So a loss on the play of 1, second down and 11. Dodson looking, finds a man open. Carson Curtis with the reception, but only about a yard gained there. Gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. Third down and 10. Dodson looking, gets the pass away this time, and we also got a flag. Now let's wait and see what the flag's all about.
Ineligible receiver downfield against Wildcats.
An eligible receiver. So negates that pass play.
Penalty is declined.
Mustang's going to decline the penalty. And it's going to be 4th down. Now we got some more whistles. Referee's going to talk some things over before we get the 4th down play. I'd say, yeah, if the penalty was declined, the ball should move. Even if it wasn't an ineligible receiver, it'd be right there. So it's about a 4th down and looks to be about 2. And now more whistles. Scott Moore downstairs. Jeopardy theme, as we've heard a few times in the past. Waiting on these officials to make a decision. And now Coach Cooper making his way out to have a word with the white hat. Still discussing something. Cooper doesn't look like he's too thrilled with whatever he was told. Golly. Now we're going to move it back again. Oh, man. First games of the season. Now, if you don't count, for us, we didn't play nothing week 0. Referee's got to get back into the swing of things as well. And we're still having some trouble figuring out.
The Wildcats will travel to Perryville tomorrow night. Take on the Mustangs.
Scott, I think, getting a little bit annoyed downstairs. Telling people that he's apologizing for the delay. Yeah, we need to go ahead and get this over with. 4 minutes and 43 seconds showing on the clock. I've been up and at it since about 5:45 this morning. I'd like to get home and be able to eat something and go to bed. Do we have it figured out now? I believe we do. Third down and about 13. Dodson trying to find his way around. He's going to go to the right, and he's going to be brought down for another loss on the play. Keith Melton says, which way does it go? I don't think anybody knew quite for sure on that one, Keith. So Wildcats looking at a 4th down. Going to punt this one away. And Wildcats going to swarm in and bring down the return man before he can get too far with it. Brenda says if they decline the penalty, the ball shouldn't move. Loss of down. I mean, would have been my guess. Something similar, anyway. And flags on the play for that snap. Gonna be a false start on the Mustangs. Now the trick will be to see if the referees decide that it needs to come back forward and then go backwards again. No, it was a false start, loss of 5 yards. 1st and 15 instead of the 1st and 10 for Perryville. Low snap. That did not start in the stadium. And Perryville has a man racing down the sidelines. He's going to be brought down out of bounds by number 2, Mason White. Nope. Stop the time. Goodness. .339. Actually, clock is rolling again, so 3:32 now. Perryville, after that run, gets a 1st down and 10. Another low snap. That one's skidding across the ground. Ball is loose. And who has got it? Wildcats are saying they have it. And, oh my. They're saying Perryville kept a hold of it. All those Wildcats down there felt pretty sure that they had it. And I think now Cooper's irate. And now the referees are going to change their mind. Golly. So, fumble. Wildcats will recover it, and they will have it 1st down and 10 on the 29. And now another stoppage. Okay, referee's wanting the clock running, so they shall get it. Dodson looking for a long pass play. And I believe it's going to fall incomplete. Looking for Curtis down there, but Curtis was pretty well covered up. Amazing that that one wasn't bobbled up in the air and intercepted, or Curtis was able to snatch it out of the air. 2nd down and 10. Dodson acted like he's going to throw it. Now he's going to take off. Now he's looking around, finds a man. Dodson get Curtis. Acted like he's going to throw it. Now he's going to take off. Now he's looking around, finds a man. Pass out to Curtis for a pretty good gain, about 6 yards. 3rd down and 4. Dodson is going to get pressured again, and that time he's going to be brought down. And I think we're going to have a timeout by the Wildcats.
Timeout, Wildcats.
Looks like when they come back from this timeout, Wildcats will be looking at a 4th down and 5. Said it a few times over the years, and I will say it again. Doing this as a one-man job, one-man thing is not a very simple task. If we've got any kids, any kids interested in trying to throw on a headset and call a game, come on up. I don't have very many rules or anything criteria-wise. Just you got to keep it clean. That's about all I can say. I don't think we'd have any problem with that. But, yeah. Just come on up and find me. Or if anybody's interested in it, kids, come find me in the IT office and we'll talk. So clock rolling. 4th down and 5. And Dodson will look to try to make something happen. Pass. And we got a flag on the play. Pass interference. On the defense. And that's going to keep this Wildcat drive alive. Automatic 1st down. Penalty will get them to the 49-yard line. Ooh, Cowboys and the Eagles, 21-17. That one is way closer than I figured it would be. Dodson. Pass falls incomplete. Katie Patterson says talk to Remington. I bet he wouldn't mind doing a couple games. Hey, I'm for it. Second down. Dotson gets the pass away, and it's complete. I'm for it. To number 1, Tyree Stearns. Second down. Dotson gets the pass away, and it's complete. And we're going to have whistles. False start against the Wildcats. So you go forward a little bit, and you go backwards. Third down and 9 now. Dotson going to try another long pass. And that one is caught and complete. Third down and 9 now. Down to number 5. Dotson going to try another long pass. Parks. And that one is caught. Keeping the drive alive. First down and 10. Dotson. And that one's going to be intercepted. So, yeah. Drive had promise. Dotson made a good pass just a moment ago, and then just luck ran out. Perryville gets the interception. 43 seconds left on the clock. And pretty much all they got to do is kneel on it a couple times, and this one's over. I applaud the effort, though. Like I said, by Dotson, get some of those passes out. He's showing some pretty good arm for a first. Actually, not necessarily the first start, but pretty new. Perryville going to run this one, and they're not going to be content with kneeling on it. They're going to run it back. Put another score on the board. (20-6) now for the Mustangs. 23 seconds left in this one. Let's see what they decide to do with the extra point. Hopefully the Wildcats can stiffen up a little bit down there and keep them from getting 2 more. And Perryville, walk this one in. 2-point conversion is good. Makes it 22-6. So, kind of a rough turn of events here. Three scoreless quarters. Then in the fourth, all the scoring comes to life. And Brenda Housley, lots of promise. Yeah, Mark is he's gonna get there. He's gonna be fine. This is like I said, don't know what all moved up for Perryville from that squad last year. I know they had a very, very good senior high team. So, like I said, we'll get to see what they look like tomorrow. But 23 seconds left in this one. Perryville's getting ready to kick it back to the Wildcats. Are you kidding me? I don't think there's any way that one went 10 yards. It will be Wildcat football on the 48. Kind of, I'm sorry, I have to question some sportsmanship. You have gone up 22-6 with a little over 20 seconds left, and you're trying to kick onside. That's And this one's going to ricochet off of Mark Dodson. He's going to lay down on it, and that should be the last play of the game. And I believe it will be. So Perryville going to finish this one off. It's 22-6, and like I said, for 3 quarters of the game, it was really a defensive battle back and forth, and but that's going to do it for tonight here in the first week 1 of Wildcat football. And like I said, tomorrow night we will be traveling to Perryville. See if the senior high squad can get themselves a little bit of payback from last year. So, yeah, I think with that said, I'm going to call it a night. Glad all y'all joined. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I know I'm a bit rusty. We're going to we'll get that worked out. Like I said, anybody wants to come up and join me on some of these junior high games, help call and help take some of the stress off me, then I would appreciate that. Just come and find me and we'll have a chat. But I think with that, I'm going to say good night. Everybody, we'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. And go Cats.